Good evening. Thank you. Black Beauty, he was a dark horse. Come on. I've got a sponge front door. Hey, don't knock it. So I said to this train driver, I said, I want to go to Paris. He said, you're a star. I said, I've been on telly, but I'm not Dean Martin. Mind you, at least Eurostar's comfortable. It's murder on the Orient Express, isn't it? You invented Tipex. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I went down to a local quarry. I said, that's a big rock. He said, boulder. I said, now that's a big rock. So Robin Hood walked up to me. This all happened today, by the way. I said, where'd you keep your arrows? He said, in a quiver. I said, where'd you keep your arrows? I said, do you want a game of darts? He said, all right then. I said, nearest to ball starts. He said, I said, He said, you're closest. And the other day, I sent my girlfriend a huge pile of snow, and then I rang her up. I said, did you get my drift? So I went down to a local supermarket. I said, I want to make a complaint. I said, this vinegar's got lumps in it. He said, those are pickled onions. So I bought some Armageddon cheese, and on the packet it said, best before end. Now, did you know, if a stick insect lays its eggs in a jar of Bovril, it will give birth to a litter of twiglets? And this bloke said to me, he said, can I come into your house and talk to you about your carpets? I thought, what's the one? A Jehovah's Witness. You see, my next-door neighbour worships exhaust pipes. He's a Catholic converter. So I rang up British Telecom. I said, I want to report a nuisance phone call. He said, not you again. So I was having dinner with chess champion Gary Kasparov, and we had a black and white check tablecloth. It took him 2 hours to pass me a salt. He said, you remind me of a pepper pot. Oh, so I'll take that as a condiment. Come on. That's my favourite. So I said to this acrobat, I said, have you got any winter pepper? He said, no. I said, somersault? And I've got a friend who's fallen in love with 2 school bags. He's bisexual. So I was in Tesco's, and I saw this man and woman wrapped in a barcode. I said, are you two an item? So I was reading a newspaper, I was reading the obituary column. It said, Mars bar, packet of Rolos, double-decker. Then I realised, in fact, I was reading the a bit chewy column. It said, a lorry load of tortoises crashed into a train load of terrapins. I thought, that's a turtle disaster. And an aeroplane full of spittle dived into the sea. There were no survivors. So I was in this airport, and I said to this woman, I said, she said, no, sir, this is the check-in desk. So I went down to a local mirror shop. I said, I want to buy a mirror, you blonde, lanky idiot. He said, over here, sir. So I was on the aeroplane, the bloke sat next to me, looked exactly like me. I said, what's your name? He said, Tim Vine. I was beside myself. So I went to the watch shop. I said, I want to buy a watch. He said, analog. I said, no, just the watch. So I was taking the M4 out of London, and this bloke said, put it back. And I passed this man who was playing Dancing Queen on a didgeridoo, and I thought, that's Aboriginal. So I went to the butcher's. He said, I bet you £10 you can't reach those 2 bits of meat. I said, I'm not betting. He said, why not? I said, the stakes are too high.